to the grand inauguration of the India International Cargo Show 2025, powered by Samsara Group, here at the iconic Geo World Convention Center, Mumbai. My name is Pinky, and I'm honored to be a host for IICS 2025. India's logistics sector today stands at over USD 320 billion and is on track to surpass USD 500 billion by 2030. That's not just a number. It is a testament to the scale, ambition, and transformation underway in our supply chain ecosystem. And it is this incredible growth story that forms the heartbeat of IICS 2025, where visionaries, innovators, and change makers from across the globe come together to shape the future of trade and logistics. Today, we bring together the entire cargo and logistics ecosystem under one roof. Leaders from air, ocean, and surface logistics, innovators in technology, automation, and multimodal solutions, global supply chain networks, infrastructure developers, policymakers, and industry pioneers who are defining the next decade of India's logistic transformation. Participation from airlines, shipping lines, 3PLs, 4PLs, contract logistics, warehousing, cold chains, ports, airports, last-mile delivery, logistics tech, and so much more. This is the most comprehensive representation of the global logistics sector in the region. IICS has grown into South Asia's most influential cargo and logistics platform, and this year marks a new milestone with 200 plus national and international exhibitors, 25,000 plus trade visitors, 80 plus global speakers, and 3 powerful days of business networking and industry dialogue. This isn't just an event, it's a movement, a platform that reflects India's logistic ambition, accelerates collaboration, and drives innovation across every link of the supply chain. We are also proud to have the IICS Conference 2025 featuring 80 plus industry stalwarts who are going to be decoding emerging trends, share actionable insights, and ignite conversations that redefine the logistics landscape. Every dialogue, every idea, every exchange here is designed to inspire real change. Ladies and gentlemen, as we stand at the threshold of India's most promising logistics decade, IICS 2025 is your gateway to new partnerships, new collaborations, and new opportunities. With 25,000 plus visitors, this is a rare opportunity for face-to-face engagement with leadership's team, an opportunity to explore partnerships, unlock new business ventures, and build meaningful collaborations that propel the industry forward. So I encourage you to dive in, explore the exhibits, ask the tough questions, engage with leaders, and make the most of this powerful platform. Because if it's cargo, if it's logistics, if it's innovation, it's here at IICS 2025. Let me also take a moment to thank our partners and sponsors, are powered by Samsara Group, Platinum sponsor, Turkish Cargo, Gold sponsor, Etihad Cargo and Cathay Cargo, Silver sponsor, Sidecare, Lanyard sponsor, JW Group, Bag sponsor, MSC, banking partner, DBS Bank India, and our lounge sponsor, Markel. And now, without further ado, let's dive into the incredible experience that awaits us. I would now like to welcome on stage the man with this extraordinary vision. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mohit Mewani, the founder and CEO of Upstream Events and Exhibition, to share his gratitude and welcome the industry. Welcome, Mohit.
Good morning, everyone. Our distinguished guests, respected dignitaries, sponsors, exhibitors, industry leaders, speakers, partners, and friends. It is an absolute honor to welcome you to the fourth edition of the India International Cargo Show. When we began this journey 4 years ago, IICS was born with a simple idea that India needs a platform where the entire cargo and logistics ecosystem could come together, exchange ideas, and deliberate business. Today, IICS stands as South Asia's largest and most influential cargo and logistics exhibition and conference, the only platform uniting air, ocean, and surface together. Over the next 3 days, you will experience the full spectrum of cargo and logistics world. Before I close, I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to our sponsors, exhibitors, speakers, partners, and the vibrant logistics community that is here today and continues to stand by us on this incredible journey. Thank you. Welcome to IICS 2025.
I think he deserves a bigger round of applause. From 2022 to 2025, IICS has even become bigger and better. So yes, congratulations, Mohit. We now move to the most significant part of this morning's ceremony, the inaugural address. May I kindly invite our esteemed industry stalwarts to please join us on stage for this special segment. I would first like to call on stage Mr. Dushyant Mulani, immediate past chairman, Federation of Freight Forwarders Association in India, FFAI. Welcome, sir. It's a pleasure having you with us again. Next, I would like to call on stage Mr. Amit Kamath, Chairman, Federation of Freight Forwarders Association in India, FFAI. Welcome, Mr. Kamath. Next, I would like to call on stage Mr. Shankar Shinde, Chairman, International Federation of Customs Brokers Association, IFCBA. Welcome, Mr. Shinde. Next, I would like to call on stage Mr. Turgut Erkitskin, immediate past President, International Federation of Freight Forwarders Association, FIATA. Welcome, sir. Next, our guest of honor, Mr. Tariq Parlak, SVP Cargo Sales, Turkish Airlines. Welcome, Mr. Parlak. Our next guest of honor, Mr. Mukesh Oja, Group President and CEO, Samsara Group. Welcome. Next, our chief guest, Shri Gaurav Dayal, IAS Chairman, Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority. Can we have you on stage, sir? Welcome, sir. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. We are honored to have your presence for this inaugural session. Without further ado, I would like to now invite Mr. Dushyant Mulani, immediate past Chairman, Federation of Freight Forwarders Association in India, FFAI, to deliver his inaugural address. He's immediate past chairman of the Federation of Freight Forwarders Association in India and immediate past president of the Brihan Mumbai Custom Brokers Association in India. With over 3 decades of experience in freight forwarding, multimodal logistics, and trade facilitation, Mr. Mulani has been a driving force behind India's logistics policy evolution and the industry's digital transformation. He continues to contribute actively to national discussions on custom modernization, logistics capacity building, and cross-border trade. Let's hear it for Mr. Dushyant Mulani. Please take the dais, sir.
Very good morning, friends. The show can't get bigger than this. IICS 2025, Mr. Mohit Mewani, Ayushi and his entire team, they worked relentlessly to bring showcase India's logistics on global scale. Thank you, Mohitji, for this wonderful show out here, and what a response to the event. Thank you for calling all of us out here. It's a big privilege for all of us. Friends, today we are joined with the dignitaries on dais, Shri Gaurav Dayalji, IAS, Shri Mukesh Oza ji, Mr. Turgut, Mr. Amit Kamath, Chairman Triple FA, Mr. Tariq, and Mr. Veteran, Mr. Shankar Shinde in the EXIM logistic industry. All dignitaries who are present here of the dais, a warm welcome to all of you. Friends, we have seen what our country has achieved today. 2025 definitely has been one of the turbulent phase that our nation has faced. Starting with when the financial year started, we had Operation Sindoor going on, which showcased our readiness and resilient preparations that our forces have. And then we had, on a global scale, a disruption with tariff war related issues. And yes, how has the country come out of this? 8.2% growth. By no means this is a less achievement. And still ready to go, consumption high, EXIM figures, port logistic figures are very healthy. How do we go ahead, friends? Country is aspiring to become third largest economy in few years down the line. Where do we go from here? How do we prepare ourselves? When the entire logistic industry is present out here today, this is the time to create a mindset of growth, create a mindset of resilience, which can absorb any kind of shocks, any kind of disruption that may be there in our path. There are three important pillars. We were taking feedback from trade and industry past couple of months. And broadly, we have come across three important pillars which are going to drive over the competitiveness of Indian trade and industry today. And logistics is the important backbone of our industry, which is going to ensure that how we progress ahead out of this. Trust-based working environment, transparency, and setting timelines. Friends, to authorities, we have showcased and represented on these three aspects. When we talk of trust-based working environment, we have taken actual feedback from the industry majors, the importers, exporters, and have come across various instances which we have showcased to the government that yes, to create a resilient resilience within our trade and industry to absorb any shocks, there needs to be a congenial working environment. And one of the important factor of this is that trust-based working environment in regulatory regime, that in case of any contrary view, any interpretative dispute, it will be dealt as that and not as a violation or ensuing any fine or penalties. This is very important, and happy to convey that CBIC and GST authorities have worked on a very advanced stage towards this. The second thing which comes as transparency. For any EXIM logistics ecosystem to become efficient, we need transparency. We need a comprehensive digital platform, not a fragmented one where we are dealing with 6 to 7 separate digital platforms at present. And again, very glad to convey that government under NLP is working very seriously. Within this next financial year, we should see some progress on this. That let's create a transparent digital platform whereby any importer or an exporter in the country is able to see on one dashboard what are the compliances, the rates of duties, the non-tariff barriers, the participating government agency requirements, anything that one is required to fulfill. And lastly, setting timelines. Uh, when I talk about timelines, before going on that, I would like to showcase that JNPA, post-COVID, prior to that, our port performances were not in the reckoning. Today, JNPA has become one of the most efficient ports in the region. And thanks to JNPA, today on global scale, when we are talking of vessel turnaround time, we are one of the most efficient on the global scale. Thank you, Dayal sir, and let's take this ahead, bring it to a next level. Setting timelines, whether be it customs, whether be it any stakeholder, be it shipping lines, NVOCCs, custom brokers, forwarders, let's all get together, or port terminals. We want to set timelines. We have prepared a comprehensive note from FFA in the chairmanship of our Mr. Amit Kamath, and we have ensured that each and every process has been mapped, timelines have been given to the government, right up to Niti Aayog, and I'm sure Indian logistics is going to have better days ahead. Thank you so much once again for this opportunity, Mohit ji and India Cargo Show team. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mulani. Your address is always an inspiration for all of us. Thank you. We now head to our next guest, Mr. Amit Kamath, Chairman, Federation of Freight Forwarders Association in India, FFA. A seasoned industry leader, he brings extensive experience across multimodal logistics, international freight forwarding, and EXIM operations. Over the years, he has played a pivotal role in strengthening industry capabilities through policy engagement, digital adoption, and strategic collaboration with global logistics networks. Mr. Kamath continues to advance the competitiveness and professional standards of India's forwarding community. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Mr. Amit Kamath. Sir, can we have you on the dais, please?
Good morning, Sri Gaurav Dayal, IAS, Chairman JNPA, Sri Mukesh Oja ji, Group Chairman Samsara Group, Sri Tariq Palak, Vice President Turkish Cargo, our friend Mr. Turgut Erkiskin, past President FIATA, my colleagues, Mr. Shankar Shinde, Chairman IFCBA, and Mr. Dushyant Mulani, our immediate past chairman of our federation. A warm welcome, and at the outset, we thank India International Cargo Show. We are as a federation, we are delighted to be part of it and support this exhibition, which we have been supporting since the inception. India International Cargo Show is moving from strength to strength. It's very heartening to note that for this edition, they have got 160,000 square feet of exhibition space with more than 200 plus exhibitors. Congratulations to Mohit Mewani and IICS for that. This exhibition and conference, where the entire logistics fraternity, both from within India and internationally, has converged. It provides an excellent opportunity to accelerate collaboration, create networking opportunity, forging strategic alliances, and connecting service providers to service buyers. The conference on the sidelines of this exhibition also provides exchange of ideas and knowledge. So it is an event, I would say, one of the most sought after events in India and this side of the world, which is one should not miss. As FFAI, we are a national apex body of custom brokers and logistics service providers with more than a membership of more than 6,500 members across 31 different locations in India, which are ports, airports, inland container depots, and land custom border stations. Our members are multifaceted. We have custom brokers, we have freight forwarders, we have NVOCCs, we have air cargo agents, we have consolidators, we have CFS operators, we have terminal operators as our members. So we represent broadly each and every vertical in logistics in India insofar as the shipping is concerned. One of the main objectives of the Federation is to influence policy decisions and legislations by giving concrete suggestions to the government. We have been privileged to be stakeholders in various forums formed by the Government of India for this purpose, like the National Committee for Trade Facilitation, the Special Improvement Group, the Board of Trade, the Time Release Study Group, to name a few. We, by giving suggestions and which are productive, it's our vision to contribute to the vision of our Prime Minister for Viksit Bharat. We also engage in protecting and supporting custom brokers by escalation of our legitimate issues and pursuing for the resolution of the same, also providing legal assistance wherever required. Our endeavor is to do capacity building and skill development. In this regard, we have our own institute, which is Indian Institute of Freight Forwarders. We conduct diploma courses in freight forwarding and logistics, which is accredited by FIATA and which is accepted in 180 countries in the world. Besides that, we also have many short-term courses for owners, for middle-level employees, for the employees at the field level. We have tied up and have a strategic partnership with Indian Institute of Management, Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, and various other educational institutes to impart education and skill development in the logistics sector. It's a vision that logistics should be a profession of first choice and people should have professional pride in logistics as they have in other professions like medicine and engineering. And going forward, our vision is to nurture micro and small enterprises, small medium enterprises, creating employment opportunities, generating first-time employment. Gender equality is also at the heart of the Federation. In the current times and in this, never before in the past, has there been more women participation in the Federation than in the current term. We also give strong impetus on youth emancipation by involving youth in the Federation and creating succession in logistics. These are the few objectives of the Federation. We are delighted to be a part of India International Cargo Show. Hopefully, we would be collaborating with them in future if it is, and exploring the possibility where we can work together for common events and flagship events of the Federation. With this, once again, I thank Mohit Mewani, India International Cargo Show, and the team for inviting us for the Federation. We are privileged to be here. Thank you, Mohit. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kamath. Your conviction about the growth of our industry and future potential has each one of us more enthusiastic. Proceeding ahead, we now have Mr. Shankar Shinde, Chairman, International Federation of Customs Brokers Association, IFCBA. With decades of experience in international logistics, customs compliance, and regulatory advisory, He's recognized as one of the leading voices shaping global customs modernization and cross-border trade policy. Mr. Shinde has played a key role in advancing harmonized procedures, digital documentation, and capacity building across customs ecosystem worldwide. His work reflects a deep commitment to simplifying global trade, strengthening cooperation between governments, and enhancing the operational capabilities at the international level. Mr. Shankar Shinde, may I request you to please grace the podium.
A very good morning. Thanks for that attention. Welcome to the show IICS. Our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Gaurav Dayal, IIS Chairperson, JNPA. Our guest of honor, Mr. Mukesh Oza ji, Group President for the COI Samsara Group, and the mentor of our industry, Mr. Tariq Palak, Turkish Cargo, our distinguished leaders and colleague, Mr. Turgut Arkeskin, who is the immediate past president of FIATA, our global logistics leader. Welcome to India. Mr. Amit Kamath, Chairman AAAFI, and my colleague, Mr. Dushan Mulani, immediate past chairman and our industry mentor. Thanks a lot for being here. My dear fellow industry collaborators, international leaders, partners, and friends, a very good morning and welcome to this grand inaugural session of IICS. Let me first take this opportunity to congratulate Mr. Mohit Mewani, the founder of IICS, for creating this platform, and along with his team to conceptualize and delivering this platform, a platform that enables collaboration, showcases capabilities, and strengthens the collective preparedness for the future of global logistics. Platforms like IICS is not merely events, they are the catalyst, and we need many such catalysts to achieve the Honorable Prime Minister's vision of Viksit Bharat, a developed India by 2047. I think so. The logisticians were invisible, and it is only the COVID-19 made these soldiers visible, creating the invisible logistician soldiers, army and navy force. And that is where the value of logisticians was understood. And now we find the logistics attention taken by the government of India, whether it is Ministry of Commerce, Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Port Shipping Industries. And here we have that important. But creating such platform leverages such initiatives and supports the government. Now, considering the new era of logistics, we are meeting at a defining point in the economic journey with a new experience. Today, in fact, logistics is not only referred to transportation of moving cargo, but a shift from globalization to regionalization. We see this with the experiencing of TFAs being signed, MRAs has what Mr. Dushan Mulani has mentioned, taking the clue, and the BRICS taking the new shape. And I think so this is what we are looking forward. The next is the creation of new trade corridors. AAAFA has taken initiatives in developing the international north-south transport corridors. We are also providing the inputs on the IMEC corridors, which is a new insight. We have seen these challenges during the Red Sea crisis. We have seen these challenges during the Houthis war. We have seen this crisis during the Russia-Ukraine war. and the sanctions being implemented with new list coming up on regular basis. And that is where the geopolitical shift we need to envisage, how we can develop more and more new corridors with the partnering countries like BIMSTEC and BBIN. So I think so this new corridor envisaging is one of the new initiative under these trade corridors. Unprecedented digitalization across supply chain. With the partnership with all these global associations, we have got easy access of the TIR convention, which makes seamless movement for the borders, for the customs movement. Sustainability and non-negotiable compliance mandates is no more an option, but it is a compulsion. And logistics emerging as a strategic geopolitical lever. My dear friends, India is strongly positioned as a strategic leadership. And why we say this? It leads to a new next era of supply chain evolution. Under the leadership of Government of India, PM Modiji's vision, logistics has transited from being fragmented to being a structured national mission. The transformation is supported by various initiatives of Government of India, which we can see from the various themes which has been introduced by the Government of India, whether it is National Logistics Policy of 2022 with the National Master Plan, which was envisaged in 21, creating an integrated competitive logistic ecosystem, where we have other plan of PM Gati Shakti, National Master Plan, synchronizing multimodal infrastructure planning with the real-time JS mapping. We have the Bharatmala, Sagarmala, Udan, inland waterways and dedicated freight corridors, which is redefining the India's physical logistics capacity. We have the trade facilitation measures, which including strengthening of AEO sector, contactless customs, SWIFT initiatives, Karotar, ICE gates, and upgrades from time to time on the digital IT platform with the artificial intelligence coming up. Digital public infrastructure for logistics such as ULIP, FASTag, expansion, and digital integrated exam processes are leveraging our logistics industry. These are not isolated schemes. They are interconnected pillars of the logistics-driven growth strategy, and we all should take the advantage of these initiatives with the government. Coming forward, the present outlook, the present economic outlook of India logistics industry, if you see, as per the reports which we see from the Ministry of Commerce, our industry, logistics industry is valued at $215 billion in 2020, is projected to exceed $320 billion by 2025 in this year, contributing nearly 13% of national GDP. And as we move forward with the vision of Government of India of 2047 milestone, the India is expected to become $26 trillion economy. Logistics will be one of the most powerful engines of the growth. My dear friends, we are moving in the right direction with the Government of India partnering. And we have seen this with the Government of India's NCR report, which has envisaged the logistics cost, which was 13%, has got down now to 8.9%, which is a good move, and we are moving in the right direction. This is a testimony of the same. To support these trajectory initiatives, such as NLDSL, a unified logistics e-marketplace, and will enable importers and exporters, logistics service providers, regulatory agencies, digital governance framework to operate seamlessly, transparently, and competitively. This is not only technology platform, it is a trust transformation, building confidence for the trade. My dear friends, the next for the India and the next for the global, the next imperative, what we foresee in the new global order is logistic leadership, which will not be achieved in isolation, it will be achieved through collaboration. The next phase of supply chain evolution requires interoperable standards, paperless cross-border exchanges, sustainable freight corridors, global mutual recognition frameworks, skill harmonization, and capacity building. Today, as we welcome international association, the FIATA, here on this platform, which has enhanced our forwarders, by having the FIATA bill of lading and furtherance with the digital e-bill of lading. It is a blessing for India to participate on any of these corridors where we have limitations on the multimodal bill of lading or the ocean bill of lading. And I think so, thanks to the FIATA for taking this initiative, and we look forward for the continuous participation. With the IFCBA, we have the access to the global WCO, and we are the part, and we are chairing, as IFCBA chairs the PSCG on the IFCBA platform with the WCO. I think so it's a global leadership what India is taking up. Further, as a CCTT, International Coordination Trans-Eurasian Transport Organization, we just concluded our last week session in the Dubai, and the way the corridors are moving forward with the seamless, with the WCO and WTO initiatives, I think so this will, no further we'll see the borderless coming forward and making it more enhancing for our industry. Along with airlines, cargo operators, ports, customs, and private sector leaders, the message is clear. The further of logistics must be borderless, interoperable, sustainable, and collaborative. My dear friends, to conclude, we are not merely here to inaugurate and attend the event. At the conference event today, at the exhibition, at the networking event, we are stepping into a chapter of India and the global logistics ecosystem. A chapter that trade becomes faster and frictionless, logistics become greener and sustainable, border becomes smarter and seamless, partnership becomes more collaboration and future-focused. Together with the government, industry, technology, and global organization, we will architect supply chain that are resilient, efficient, secure, and future-ready. And on behalf of this IICS, Mr. Mohit Mewani, and the whole of the team member, I would really like to thank all of you for attending this event and making it more meaningful for deliberation and interactive to have this networking platform to make it a great, grand success. I would like to once again thank you all and all my colleagues on the dais for being here, and I look forward for the meaningful discussion throughout this conference with the theme which is being introduced for this conference and for the exhibition to have a greater vision and the next chapter to be opened for the future of our logistics. Thanks a lot. See you again.
Thank you, Mr. Shinde. Your conviction in the industry's future inspires us to push forward with even greater purpose. We now head to our next guest, Mr. Turgut Eskiskin, immediate past president, International Federation of Freight Forwarders Association, FITO. A highly respected industry leader, he brings decades of experience in international freight forwarding, multimodal transport, and global logistics strategy. Throughout his tenure at FITO, he plays a pivotal role in advancing digital standards, promoting cross-border trade harmonization, and strengthening global industry cooperation. Widely recognized for his strategic insight and commitment to elevating logistics professionalism worldwide. Mr. Erkitskin continues to influence global dialogues on supply chain transformation and freight forwarding excellence. Can we have you on the dais, sir? Welcome.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank you for this kind introduction and for your nice words. Distinguished delegates, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, before starting, I would like to underline the importance of the Indian logistics market and the importance that FIATA attaches to the development in India. This is my third trip to India this year. I think it is the symbol of the recognition of the great development in India. Actually, we are living through a major reconfiguration of the global supply chains. Geopolitical tensions, climate shocks, new regulations, and the acceleration of the digitalisation have fundamentally changed how the world trades. Efficiency is no longer the only priority. Today, resilience, diversification, and reliability are essential. countries and companies are shifting from just in time to what I call actually just in case, just in time, and just in place. In this new environment, logistics is no longer a support function. It is a strategic asset for economies. We see several defining trends: friendshoring and nearshoring, as business seek trusted environments, multi-corridor strategies, moving away from dependency on a single trade route, digital integration, where data visibility and interoperability are as important as the physical infrastructure, and green transition, with the decarbonization increasingly shaping routing, mode of choice, and the investments. Freight forwarders are architects of global supply chains, and they sit at the center of this transformation. Our role is more strategic than ever before. FIATA's mission is to create the standards and systems that global logistics work smoothly. We focus on three pillars: standardization, documents, model rules, tools like FIATA Bill of Lading that bring legal clarity and trust in logistics operations. Digitalizations, secure, internationally aligned tools such as FIATA Electronic Bill of Lading, which you have recently heard from Shankar. Thank you for that, Shankar. And enabling forwarders of all sizes to engage fully in digital trade. And last but not least, interoperability and policy dialogue, working with global institutions to harmonize data, procedures, and regulations across borders. At a time of fragmentation, common standards and global cooperation are essential. For the countries and for the economies, logistics is not only about moving goods. It's foundation of industrial policy, trade diplomacy, and investment attractiveness. To harness logistics as a driver of economic ambition, countries must work on four interlinked dimensions: hard infrastructure, which we cannot avoid, ports, railways, airports, and logistic zones; soft infrastructure, customs, border management, and predictable regulatory frameworks; interoperable systems and global standards, enabling seamless data and document flows; and human capital, skilled professionals who understand both logistics and technology. Countries that advance on these four pillars do more than move freight. They become trusted hubs in regional and global networks, attracting investments, manufacturing, and services. Emerging markets, and India in particular, are well positioned to shape the future of global supply chains. First, let me say that India is uniquely positioned. It combines scale, a dynamic private sector, which we see outside, and strong technology ecosystem, and increasingly outward-looking trade policy. The question is how to convert these strengths into sustained logistics competitiveness. We see 5 strategic priorities. First, develop resilient multimodal corridors, linking ports, inland hubs, and industrial clusters. Accelerate digital trade facilitation with fully end-to-end digital processes. Strengthen the freight forwarding community, integrating into policy design. Promote green logistics, and invest in skills and next generation leadership. If these priorities are pursued in partnership between government, industry, financial institutions, and international organizations, India and other emerging markets can move from being primarily markets for logistics services to being rule shapers and standard setters in the global freight ecosystem. Another important point is, ladies and gentlemen, mindset. In logistics, nations often see each other as competitors. Ports competing for transshipment, airports competing for being hubs and cargo volumes. Competition is healthy, but our real objective should be connected competitiveness. When corridors are linked, when procedures are harmonized, when data can be shared securely, the entire region becomes more attractive for trade and production. Production networks then expand, and the pie grows for all of us. Fiat strongly believes in the concept of connected competitiveness. Our members operate in every region. They see firsthand how bottlenecks in one country can undermine the value proposition of an entire corridor. Conversely, when countries work together on standards, border procedures, and digital platforms, the benefits multiply. Well, on the other side, the competition between the corridors and ports are natural, but real success comes from connected competitiveness, where countries harmonize procedures, align standards, and share data securely. My message today is very simple. If we co-create the future of logistics, we can sustain globalization in a more balanced, resilient, and inclusive way. If we do not, fragmentation and friction will undermine the growth and widen inequality between connected and disconnected nations. Again, Fiat strongly supports this collaborative approach. Let me close by emphasizing one simple key point. If we get logistics right, resilient, digital, green, and inclusive, we do more than moving cargo. We move opportunities, prosperity, and stability across borders. Fiat and the global freight forwarding community stand ready to support governments, business, and partners in building this future. While closing, I would like to extend special thanks to the organizers, our dear friend Mohit, as well as Fiat's associate members, FAI and ACAI, for their continuous support to Fiat, and obviously IFCBA for their contribution to the industry. And we are looking forward to growth of logistics in all around the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Your thoughtful perspective fills us with more renewed passion and confidence. We now welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Tariq Parlak, SVP Cargo Sales, Turkish Airlines. With extensive experience in air freight sales, network expansion, and global cargo operations, he plays a central role in driving Turkish Cargo's commercial strategy across international markets. Known for his expertise in forging strategic partnerships and optimizing cargo sales channels, Mr. Parlak contributes significantly to strengthening airline forwarder connectivity and enhancing global air cargo distribution networks. Sir, can we have you gracing us at the podium? Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, distinguished guests, industry leaders, colleagues, it's great honor and pleasure for me to join you in this great city at the International India Cargo Show, a great platform that brings together all industry leaders and all segments of our logistics ecosystem. On behalf of Turkish Cargo, I would like to share a warm welcome and thank you for your valuable participation. As one of the world's leading air cargo carriers, we are proud to contribute to this dynamic market. With reliable solutions across air, road, and ocean, we continue to deliver end-to-end connectivity for global trade. Today, Turkish Cargo stands among the top 3 global air cargo carriers. Our vision is clear: to become the industry leader by 2033, driven by cargo people and technology. We are strengthening our digital capabilities, enhancing our fleet with next-generation freighters, and advancing infrastructure investment. A key milestone in this journey is Smart IST, Europe's largest cargo facility and the world's 3rd largest cargo facility. The second phase is currently underway. By 2027, our cargo facility in Istanbul will become the world's advanced hub, increasing our cargo capacity from 2.2 million tons to 4.5 million tons capacity. Dear friends, India holds a special place in our global strategy. With its growing economy, strong manufacturing base, and young talent, it is one of the most vibrant logistics markets worldwide. We continue to expand our presence in India by increasing our capacity and building meaningful partnerships to support Indian exporters across different sectors, such as textiles, electronics, pharmaceuticals. Innovation and digitalisation remain central to our main vision. From AI-driven systems to real-time tracking and paperless operations, technology enables us to improve efficiency. In this context, we introduce Kargi, our WhatsApp-based cargo assistant, which allows our customers to track their shipments instantly and access AI-powered information about Turkish Cargo. You can get all information from our Kargi WhatsApp app related with Turkish Cargo's operations, routes, frequencies, schedules, quickly, accurately, and on demand from your WhatsApp. Dear friends, India air cargo industry has proven its strategic importance, particularly challenging times, something like during pandemic. In India, government-led infrastructure development, new airports, freight corridors are shaping an exciting future. To unlock the potential, collaboration and innovation is essential. We say logistics connects people, business, and ideas. Let's use this great platform to increase our communication, strengthen our collaboration, explore new opportunities together. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Parlak. Your belief in the sector's growth potential motivates us to accelerate our own contributions. We now move forward in the show with our guest of honor, Mr. Mukesh Ojha, Group President and CEO, Samsara Group. With a distinguished career spanning several decades, he has played a pivotal role in expanding the group's footprint across line agency, port services, freight forwarding, transportation, and integrated logistics solution. Under his leadership, Samsara has strengthened its position as a trusted partner to global shipping lines and multinational supply chain organizations. Known for his strategic clarity, deep industry relationships, and commitment to service excellence, Mr. Ojha continues to shape the evolution of India's maritime and logistics sectors. Mr. Ojha, can I have you on the podium, please?
Good morning, dignitaries on the dais, friends from the industry. I extend my gratitude to IICS 2025, Mohit Bhai and his team for organizing this mega event and uniting all within the cargo community on a single platform. Mohit is a difficult teacher and he gives difficult subjects to speak. So it is a pleasure to speak today about a subject that is extremely important for India's growth, our vision to build a strong, modern, $7 trillion logistics backbone. This backbone will support our factories, our exporters, our farmers, our businesses, and our consumers for many decades to come. By 2030, India is poised to be recognized not merely as a participant in global business, but as its strategic engine. The country's transformation into the world's global capability center capital represents one of the most profound shifts in the corporate globalization. For many years, India faced challenges in logistics. Too much paperwork, slow movement of goods, congestion, high costs made our supply chains less competitive than those of other major economies. Today, things are changing very rapidly. The government's National Logistics Policy and the Gati Shakti Master Plan have given India a clear roadmap. These initiatives bring together all modes of transports, such as roads, railways, ports, airports, and inland waterways, under one coordinated plan. They help states and the center align investments and make planning faster and simpler. On the ground, we are seeing big improvements as the users of these facilities. The dedicated freight corridor on the western and eastern routes are a major example. These high-speed rail corridors are taking heavy freight away from congested passenger lines. This improves speed, reliability, and safety, and also frees up capacity on old routes for manufacturers and traders. This means more predictable shipments and shorter delivery time. Our ports are also being upgraded under the Sagarmala program. Modern cranes, better container handling, improved roads and rail lines to the ports, and new private investments are reducing waiting time for the vessels and the trucks. Turnaround time at several ports has improved significantly in the last few years, and faster ports directly reduce costs for exporters and importers. And JNPT is one such splendid example before us. Another big change is digitalization. Paper-based logistics is becoming a thing of the past. E-way bills, e-invoicing, FASTag, tolling, port community systems, unified digital platforms are speeding up the movement of goods. Today, companies can track shipments in real time, customs can clear goods faster, and trucks spend fewer hours at checkpoints. Digital systems are creating transparency and making logistics more efficient across the country. I give you an example. 30 years ago, when I started Samsara here in India on behalf of Sharaf Group, one of my principals told me, do not worry about the computer system. We have loaded the container, it will reach the destination. Now, in today's time, I cannot give this example to any of my customers. Now, to build the logistics backbone of the future, both government and private players need to work closely together. India's scale is huge, and no single stakeholder can do it alone. Private companies bring capital, technology, and management expertise. Government brings policy support, infrastructure planning, and long-term vision, which we all have seen in the last 10 years. When both work together, projects move faster, risk reduces, and investment becomes more attractive. There are three areas where public-private teamwork can create strong results. First is multimodal logistics parks. These parks bring together warehousing, customs, transport terminals, and value-added services in one location. When connected to rail, ports, and highways, they reduce transport costs, save time. Government can help with land and approvals, while private players can build, operate these parks efficiently. This we have witnessed and executed in our own group, under our group company Hind Terminals, where all this is being done in an efficient manner. Second is a common digital logistics system. If companies connect their systems to national digital platforms for ports, railways, highways, and customs, India can achieve true end-to-end visibility. This means fewer delays, better planning, and smoother cargo movement. A shared digital ecosystem also reduces disputes and paperwork. Then third is smart financing for larger projects. Who doesn't want money? Big infrastructure like new port terminals, rail sidings, cold storage networks, and large warehouses need long-term funding. Blended finance, where government support combines with private capital, can make these projects financially viable and attractive. Along with infrastructure, coordination is equally important. Logistics touches many departments like roads, rail, shipping, aviation, commerce, and state governments. PM Gati Shakti has introduced a single digital platform where all departments can plan together. This avoids duplication, saves money, and ensures that highways connect to the right rail terminals and ports and connect to the right industrial clusters. Such coordination is one of the biggest strengths of India's new logistics approach. Of course, challenges still exist. Land acquisition takes time in some areas. Urban logistics is becoming more difficult because of congestion on the roads. Cold chain for perishable goods needs more investment, but all this can be solved if government and industry work together with a problem-solving mindset. India's aviation sector is facing challenges because we depend much on just a few airlines. Recently, when one large airline faced an internal issue, many flights were cancelled. It caused trouble for passengers across the country and showed how fragile the system can be. To make our air network stronger and more reliable, India can learn from countries like China, where state-run airlines of all different states connect the whole country and ensure stable connectivity and better logistics. This is a must if the economy is to progress. For instance, Mumbai or Ahmedabad-based regional cargo airline could serve Maharashtra and Gujarat's robust industrial clusters, and of course, other metro cities in India. Along with this, we also need better air connectivity. Regional airlines, like for both passengers and cargo, can support exports while also improving access to industrial areas. I travel to China very extensively, and every time I am in a different city, I see so many different airlines which belong to each region. In China, each major port city is supported by a local airline and also backed by regionally anchored shipping lines. Creating a self-sustained logistics ecosystem, Indian states can work with private partners to develop such services. I would like to see one day there is a Gujarat shipping line going from Navasheva, Mundra to Gulf or to Red Sea or to Africa. A Tamil Nadu shipping line going from Chennai or Vizag into Singapore, Port Kelang or up to China. This is doable and it is required to be done for our long-term growth. If more states promote and support their own airlines and shipping business, it will reduce the pressure on a few national players, improve regional connectivity, and make the entire aviation and shipping system more dependable for everyone. India is increasingly becoming self-sufficient in manufacturing key logistics assets. For example, a new container manufacturing hub has begun operations in Bhavnagar in Gujarat, producing standard ISO containers domestically rather than relying on imports. At the same time, rail coaches and rolling stock are built at different units across the country. Further, the aviation industry is witnessing a landmark development with a new aircraft assembly facility for Airbus inaugurated in Vadodara. Also, state-run HAL in Bengaluru manufactures fighter jets, helicopters, and trainer aircraft, reducing dependence on imports. Together, we give push to Make in India. Together, these developments across containers, rail, and aircraft manufacturing show that India is strengthening its logistics, infrastructure, and industrial base, which supports national connectivity, reduces import dependence, and helps drive economic growth. The overall aim is to build a complete and connected system where India's ports are not just stopovers, but key centers of international trade. In closing, building India's logistics backbone is not just an infrastructure project. It is an economic mission. It will decide how competitive our industries become, how easily our exporters reach the world, how smoothly our farmers can connect to the markets, and how confidently global companies invest in India. The policies are ready, the digital systems are growing, infrastructure is expanding. What we need now is fast execution, strong cooperation, and a shared commitment to make India one of the world's most efficient logistics hub. So to sum up the entire narrative, let me say we have fastest rising middle class, greater education and increase in consumption, greater last time connectivity to tier 3 and 4 cities, like 56% of demand last Diwali came from the tier 3 and 4 cities. The investment in logistics is not just good to have, but also makes good business sense. This is the best and rare combination ever in the world. Together, let us build a logistics system that supports India's journey to a $7 trillion economy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ojha. Your vision for the industry's future pushes us to aim higher and work with greater conviction. We now request our chief guest, Shri Gaurav Dayal, IAS Chairperson, Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority, to share his vision with us. A senior civil servant with extensive experience in public administration, infrastructure development, and policy implementation, he has played a key role in advancing major national initiatives across urban development, industry, and logistics. At JNPA, he oversees the port's strategic modernization, capacity expansion, technological integration, and stakeholder alignment to strengthen India's position in global maritime trade. Known for his forward-looking leadership, Mr. Dayal continues to drive reforms that enhance port efficiency, multimodal connectivity, and supply chain competitiveness. So it's an honor to have you here with us today. Over to you, sir.
Distinguished guests from the global logistics and shipping community, industry leaders, exhibitors, partners, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a privilege to be with you today at the India International Cargo Show 2025. It's the fourth year when this show has been organized, keeping in with the tradition, one of the most important platforms that brings together the entire cargo and logistics ecosystem of our country under one roof. When we speak of cargo, we are not just talking about containers, boxes, or tons. We are talking about the very lifeline of India's economy. The seamless movement of goods that powers manufacturing, feeds our cities, fuels exports, and creates jobs throughout the country. And at the heart of this lifeline stands India's maritime sector, with Jawaharlal Nehru Port leading from the front. In the last decade, India has scripted one of the most remarkable port-led development stories in the world. From handling 5 million TEUs decades ago, JNPA today consistently handles around 7 to 8 million TEUs annually, with a capacity to go up to 10 to 11 million TEUs with more efficient operations, making it not just India's largest container port, but also one of the top 30 container ports globally. And we are not stopping here. Under the visionary leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi and the dynamic guidance of our Minister, the Sagarmala program and Maritime India Vision 2030 has given us a clear roadmap. At JNPA, we are walking that path with speed and skill. Let me share with you some milestones we've achieved and the exciting journey that lies ahead. We have recently commissioned the 4th container terminal with a capacity of more than 2.5 million TEUs. Our Vadhavan port project, the greenfield offshore project that we are in the process of making, it will be India's deepest and most ambitious greenfield port. It has received all statutory clearances and financial sanctions. When completed, Vadhavan will handle 23 million TEUs and transshipment cargo that currently goes to Colombo, Singapore, and Dubai. It will be a game changer, not just for the state of Maharashtra, but for the entire country. We are transforming JNP into a smart port with digitalization of all services, centralized parking management, RFI-based gate automation, and one of the best inter-terminal rail connectivity networks in the country. Sustainability is no longer an option, it's our commitment. From shore power to green ammonia and hydrogen initiatives, GNPA is trying to do it all. But ports do not operate in isolation. The true power of logistics lies in synergy between ports, railways, highways, inland waterways, and coastal shipping. The representatives of all of these sectors being present here today. I'm happy to see so many stakeholders, shipping lines, freight forwarders, terminal operators, technology providers, and startups. This is exactly what a collaborative spirit that will help us achieve the Prime Minister's dream of making India a $35 trillion economy by 2047. With logistics cost coming down from current 13 to 14% of GDP to single digits. The India International Cargo Show is more than an exhibition. It's a celebration of possibilities. Here, ideas meet execution, partnerships are forged, and the future of logistics will be shaped. As I conclude, let me say that the world is looking at India not just as a market, but also as the most promising logistics hub of 21st century. And together, the government, the ports, industry, and every stakeholder in this hall, we have opportunity to make that vision a reality. Let's commit today to faster, greener, smarter, and more efficient logistics. Let us make Indian cargo move like never before. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your words underscore the momentum our industry is building and motivate us to drive it further. Thank you to all our esteemed guests for sharing their valuable insights and setting the tone for IICS 2025. Leaders, your perspective truly reflect the ambition, depth, and direction of the logistics sector. May I request Mr. Mewani to kindly join us on stage to present the mementos of gratitude to our distinguished dignitaries and industry leaders. Can we have you on stage, sir? We would first like to felicitate Mr. Dushyant Mulani from FFAI. Ladies and gentlemen, can we hear it from Mr. Mulani, please? Next, we would like to felicitate Mr. Amit Kamath from FFAI. Let's hear it for Mr. Kamath, everybody. Next, we would like to felicitate Mr. Shankar Shinde from IFCBA. Let's hear it for Mr. Shinde, everyone. Next, we would like to felicitate Mr. Turgut Erkiskin from FIATA. Next, we would like to felicitate our guest of honor, Mr. Tariq Parla from Turkish Airlines. Next, we would like to felicitate our guest of honor, Mr. Mukesh Oja from Samsara Group. Next, we would like to felicitate our chief guest, Sri Gaurav Dayal from Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority. Can we have a group photograph with everyone? Center of the stage, please. Thank you. Mr. Gaurav Dayal and Mr. Mohit Mewani, I request you all to stay back on stage. Thank you once again to our esteemed dignitaries for your time. It was an absolute honor having you all here with us today. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move ahead, it's time to shine the spotlight on the trailblazers of IICS 2025. The industry leaders who have gone above and beyond to make this event truly remarkable. With their grand pavilions, these participants have created awe-inspiring spaces that showcase not just their brands, but also their commitment to shaping the future of logistics in India and beyond. We would now like to felicitate the Grand Pavilion participants of IICS. First, we would like to start with the Samsara Group. I think we need some energy in this room, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for the Samsara Group. Mr. Oja, can we have you on stage? And the team also. Next, we would like to felicitate Turkish Cargo. Ladies and gentlemen, next we have Turkish Cargo. Can we have the team on stage, please? Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the GW Group. Ladies and gentlemen, GW Group, can we have you all on stage, please? Next, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to felicitate Capricorn Logistics. Can we have you all on stage, please? Ladies and gentlemen, next is Capricorn Logistics. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Clearship Group. Can we have you all on stage, please? Clearship Group. Do we have Clearship Group here with us? Yes. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Skyways Group. Can we have you all on stage, please? Skyways Group. Do we have anyone from the team? Skyways Group. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Asia Shipping. Can we have the team of Asia Shipping on stage, please? Next, we have a brow group. Can we have you all on stage, please? A brow group. Anyone from the team of a brow group here? Next, we would like to call on stage Parity Group. Do we have anyone from the team of Parity Group here? Yes, sir. Parity Group. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Iyer Group. Can we have you all on stage, please? Iyer Group, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, next we have Sharaf Cargo. Can we have the team of Sharaf Cargo on stage, please? Ladies and gentlemen, next we have MPRS Group of Companies. Next, we have Navio Shipping. Next, can we have SJ Logistics? Ladies and gentlemen, SJ Logistics, can we have you on stage, sir? Next, we have Galaxy Freight. Can we have you on stage, please? Galaxy Freight. Next, I would like to call Penta Freight. Next, we have Penta Freight on stage, please. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Hub and Links Logistics India. Can we have the team of Hub and Links Logistics India near the stage area, please? Next, I request SA consultants and forwarders to come near the stage area, please. Next, SA consultants and forwarders, we have them right here. Thank you, Mr. Gaurav Dayal, and thank you, Mr. Mevani. Thank you, everyone. This grand show wouldn't have been possible without your support. We are pleased for all the support and guidance we have received from the industry to make this show a reality.